Alright, Jason and I today are playing Fire and Blood with 80-point lists. Here's the table. Starting from the right side, we have Corpse Pile, Palisade, Low Wall, Weirwood Tree, a Bog, and then Spiked Wall inside of a Plateau, which I have made my own 2D versions of. Alright, so I'm going to walk through deployment, starting on Jason's left. He can go ahead and walk through us his list.
So we've got Knights of Casterly Rock, we've got Guardsmen with the Guard Captain, we've got Cutthroats with Gregor, we've got Halberdiers with Tywin as my commander, Halberdiers with Meryn Trent, another unit of Knights of Casterly Rock, we've got Pyros with Brienne, Guardsmen with the Guard Captain, and Crossbows with Preston Greenville.
And who do you got on the side here?
And we've got Cersei, Pycelle, Tyrion, and Tycho as my NCUs.
Thank you. Alright, on my side here, I have, by the corpse pile in the back, I have Shaggy Dog. Over here I have Stereo Pharrell and Sworn Swords that are marked. I have Outriders right there, but they're off the board right now. They got Brynden Tully, the attachment in it. We have Great Axes with Rickon and Asha that are marked. Berserkers with Ramsay Commander. Greywind. Flayedmen that are marked. Berserkers with Umber Champion. Flayedmen that are marked by Brienne and Fire and Blood. And then we have Berserkers with Robb Stark. And on the side I have Rowdy Rod, Arya, and Sansa. Right, turn one. I have started with Sadistic Games. Well, actually, beginning of the round, I deployed my Outriders right behind the Pyros. Then I played Sadistic Games. I have the Pyros marked as Panicked and these Knights marked as Panicked. So that's that card. And then I'm going to activate Rowdy Robb. Anything from you?
What does his ability do?
Gives a unit crit blow. If I claim the swords, I also get a free vulnerable token.
I'll Intrigue and Subterfuge.
No abilities?
No abilities.
Bummer. I was hoping I would get abilities, but I will still do my plan, which is to claim the maneuver zone. Okay, and then when I do, I'm going to play Sudden Charge. Sudden Charge is I can replace the zone with a free charge. If I control the maneuver zone, which I do, the enemy I successfully charge becomes vulnerable. Okay, so we'll get a vulnerable token ready. Of course, I'm going to go for the Outriders charging into the Pyros. The video was distorted for some reason, so as we can see with this next shot, the charge took out a total of 10 because he heals with the crown for 3. Turn 2, Jason uses Cersei on the money bags to go ahead and heal the Pyros up and influence those Outriders. Sansa's going to the free attack zone, and we're going to try this again. 8 dice, no rerolls this time, no panic token this time, hitting on 3s. I'm going to reroll this. Okay, so I have miss, miss, 4.
Okay.
Video messed up again, but with that free attack, I did a total of 4 wounds. Alright, I went ahead and did Arya on the letters, grabbed 2 cards, and made the Knights weakened. And then on start of his turn, he activated Tycho to heal up the Pyros.
Oh, I'm sorry, so that's not an
so
activation?
he also stalled with the activation with Tycho.
So the 1 is an automatic wound to you and to me.
Okay,
so
I like those.
Dies, and 1 guy dies.
Oh, I should have weakened them. That would have been smart.
And then you have 3 wounds you can't save.
Okay.
So there's 3 more.
Yep.
They're vicious, so it's -2, -4 with Cersei.
Okay. The hearts are removed.
Well,
Yep.
that was just 6 total wounds.
Yeah,
so sorry, yeah. So 1 guy
it was
died.
4 from you. Yeah.
Sorry.
Where did the panic token come from again?
That
was Hear Me Roar. That's right.
was Here You Were. Yeah,
Okay.
Because I had the crown.
All right, so this is gonna hurt. I got a -4 coming in. I have an 8, so that's a fail. 2 more wounds.
Okay, let's re-roll the white one, please.
Okay. 3 more
3,
wounds.
so
that's a horse.
Horsey dies.
Yep. Complete failure by Brynden. We forgot the Pyros were marked, so he rolled 2 extra dice, hurting himself and wounding me with a 1, and then a 6 took out another wound. I got 1 wound left on my Outriders. Free retreat from the Outriders for being attacked, And then Brendan heals them for 2 whole wounds. Yay. Start of my turn. I'm going to play Sadistic Games. I chose Panic tokens on the Pyros and Tywin's unit. On the activation, I just scooched up the Berserkers with the Umber Champion. That's it. Alright, on his turn, he repositioned the crossbows, drawing a card for Preston. On my turn, I marched up the Berserkers 14, took some wounds for the spikes, and I am out of line of sight of his guards. Jason stalled with an NCU off the board. My turn, I just scooched up the Flayed Men here. Alright, Jason repositioned his guards here. On my turn, I just positioned my Sword and Swords with Sirio over there. On Jason's turn, he just pivoted the halberds while using Marin Trant to make my Berserkers weakened. And on my turn, I'm going to scooch the Flayed Men closer. And Tywin activates, weakens my Flayed Men because I'm a genius. And then Grey Wind just moved over to possibly help Rob in the future. Jason's turn, activated the Knights, repositioned. Same with Shaggy Dog. Alright, on this end, Jason's Guardsmen repositioned, and then I went for a long bomb charge and failed. No wounds on the panic test. Jason's turn was a good one. He charged with the Cutthroats by failing the morale test, automatic 6 from the mountain. With a +2 dice in Sundering and Vicious, he took out, was it 3 initially? 3, because I rolled good on the saves. And then I failed the panic test, taking out 3 more, triggering Asha for Go Down Fighting. And I will also trigger Rick on and bounce them out to Ramsey's unit here.
I thought he has to be...
And in response, I activated my commander's unit, making those Cutthroats panicked and repositioning behind the wall. Alright, last turn of the game. Jason went ahead and charged with the Knights into the Berserkers, taking out 9. They passed their panic test. This is the end of the round, and here is the board. One thing we forgot to mention is Tywin extra VP here, and then Ramsey extra VP on the Cutthroats. And Rickon did run away. Asha's dead, and Rickon's now here in these Great Axes. Alright, beginning of round 2 summary. Before the turn 1, I repositioned Rob's unit to get out of line of sight of the guards from Arya. And then over here, I did cool methods with the Great Axes. You don't see them there because they died from was it Exploit Weakness from Tywin, plus the Ramsey Panic Test at -3. That panic token is gone. And I almost got rid of the Cutthroats, but not quite. Jason's turn. Pycelle the attack zone for quick death to Brendan Tolley from the crossbows. Alright, on my turn I activated Ramsey, charged those Cutthroats, took care of them, and surged forth over here, scoring me 3 points. Oh. Alright, we have Tyrion on the maneuver zone, used his last order, looked at both my cards, discarded Northern Ferocity, let me have Swift Advance, and then he repositioned the Guardsmen to face the Berserkers. Alright, on my turn I activated the Serial Pharrell Sword and Swords, used Swift Advance, charged, but I rolled a 1 on the charge, so no rerolls. But I did get 4 auto wounds with the Crit Blow Precision combo, and then 5 hits. He saved 4 of the hits, so a total of 5 wounds, and then he failed the panic test for 2 more. So he has 5 wounds left. Alright, on Jason's turn, he repositioned the crossbows so I can't charge him, and I'm still in his line of sight. And then on my turn, I activated Roderick, claimed the tactic zone. Roderick is on these Berserkers here, drawed 2 cards, and placed a weakened token on the Knights. Alright, the Guardsmen charged into Rob's Berserkers, taking out 7 because of the marked unit had extra dice. And then on my turn, Sansa went to the bag, put some more Berserkers on, and took off the weakened token. Alright, Cersei activated Panic Bomb the Berserkers. They survived, and then on my turn, I activated them to attack the Knights. And all said and done with Supremacy, past Supremacy, I Umber Champed and hurt myself with 1 model, and he lost 4 total. Alright, so on Jason's turn, he activated the Knights and attacked. Did, I think it was 1 wound. And then on my turn, I retreated with Rob to the corner. It's just, I'm activating her, but she can't do anything, because there's no zones. So he's moved up Tywin, put a VP on the Flademen, and I'm activating Arya and doing nothing. So on Jason's turn, he retreated the knights over there, and I pivoted. On my turn, I charged at the Flademen in here, and I did, no, I'm not sure exactly how many, but he has 3 wounds left at the end of the day. Alright, so on Jason's turn, he maneuvered the Halberdiers by making them weakened at the same time from whatever his name is. Is that Meryn? Meryn. On my turn, I charged with my marked Flademen, finishing off the knights, granting me 2 VP, surging forth backwards, and then turning these guys around on the free pivot. Alright. Grey One did a quick move, same with the Pyros. So here's the end of the round on okay.
And attachments.
Alright, so forgot to mention the current score is 5-4 in favor of the Bolton-Starks. And then at the beginning of my turn here in round 3, first turn, he does Intimidation on my Flademen here in the center. Round 3, turn 1, activate Roderick, claim the swords. Roderick attaches to the Flademen that lost their abilities. The vulnerable goes to the guards, and then the free attack goes to Shaggy Dog. He does 1 wound. Failed panic test triggers the guardsman. Supremacy back. I played Fervor, which is D3 wounds to the guardsman, so that's the result there. And Shaggy Dog is okay. Recorded yet? I don't know. We'll make sure. So on Jason's turn, guardsman charged, finished off Rob, surged forth. I played North Remembers and healed up my swords, and then I charged with them. I rolled a 1 on the charge, and then I rolled 5 misses, I think it was. Guardsman barely died, but that did grant me 4 points. Current score 9-6. Alright, Jason's turn. He went ahead and charged with the Halberdiers into the Flademen. Using Vulnerable and Panic, took out 11 wounds. I got 1 wound left. Alright, my turn. Silence the Moneybags. Healed Flademen. His turn, reposition the crossbows with a pie cell maneuver zone, making them weakened. Alright, I went for Shaggy Dog. Nothing happened at all. On his turn, Cersei Crown Zone. Nothing happened. Alright, I activated the Berserkers, charged the Halberds here, used our Blades Are Sharp and what was the Umber Champion, and at the end of the day we have 7 wounds. Alright, Jason did his crossbows into my flank. For at the end of the day we have 2 wounds onto the Flademen. On my turn, I took the letters with Arya, grabbed 2 cards, and put a vulnerable on Tywin. And start. Alright, so I activated my Pinkies, Flademen. They had a 3-inch maneuver out of the swamp, and then Devastating Impact to reroll my charge dice, which saved my life. Flank Charge took care of Tywin's units. Last 2 turns of the round, well, I think you could activate them, but the last 2 turns of the round was the Knights repositioning and swinging and basically missing, or whiffing, and then the Great Axes here with the Ramsey just marched up in the center of the board. And here is our positioning at the end of round 3. Round 4, turn 1, Cersei on the maneuver zone, repositions the halberds. Turn 2, Roderick takes the swords, Shaggy Dog hits, but they block both. Supremacy is a whiff. Alright, I had Ramsey here, he activated. I used Swift Advance, and then a charge into the Knights, and with our Blades Are Sharp, took care of those guys. Surge forth back towards the party. Alright, on Jason's turn he did Tyrion, drew cards, and made Ramsey weakened. And then I activated these Flademen here, and they ran away. And then he crowns at them successfully for 3 more wounds. Alright, not sure where we left off, but they might have marched up or something. But I used my, I think it was a march.
They marched.
And then I activated my Flademen, my brown, my chocolate Flademen. And I got in their flank and charged. But he used Exploit Weakness
And
Wealth of the Rock. And I died, giving him 6 VP. And he only took, what was it?
8 wounds.
8 total?
8.
Oh yeah, you were healthy. So
Yeah,
8 wounds total. Alright, that's the end of that. Okay. You charged my Berserkers, finished them off for a point. With, I think that's Meryn Trant's halberds.
Yep.
In response, I used Grey Wind and barely got in with a charge and finished off his crossbows here, which is 2 points. No, 3. What's it?
No, it was 2 because it's marked, so you killed it and then you got an extra point.
But
He's not marked.
But if you kill a marked, it's +2. But I did take 2 though, so I have 1 more. So it's 3 points killing a marked unit total.
Okay, so do I have the right count then? Cause,
Yeah, no, when you're marked and you kill, it's +1. But when you kill a marked unit, it's +2.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the current is
I'm gonna play that then.
16 to 13. And then he responded with a Lannister pays his debts and a maneuver from his guardsmen. At the end of round 4, it is 16 to 13, and here is the positions. Getting down to the nitty-gritty, we basically have a, let's see, the Ramsey unit charged, which you probably missed, took out 7 wounds of the halberds. Everything else was repositioning. Here's the final position at the end of round 5. Alright, beginning of the round, I played Cruel Methods and finished off the halberds for 2 more points, which brought me to the 18 that we're going for. Turn 1, Cersei takes the crown, zaps the swords for 3 wounds. Alright, so with the intention of me running, and I'm at 18, we have called the game because he can't reach me. He did try last result charge with the pyros and failed, and that was it. We shook hands, but the major thing that happened here was my Cruel Methods at the start of this round 6 was counterplotted, and the counterplot failed. And that is how I took this victory, basically. But close game, 80 points, fire and blood, very fun. Jason, thoughts?
Yeah, Jude. I mean, it was a great game. Battled right to the end there, and you know, a couple of rolls here and there. It might have been a different game. For
Absolutely.
both of us. So, yeah, it was a good battle.
Good battle. Agreed. See you guys later.